Hey guys, welcome to Kansas. So I'm Debbie Lyons Blythe, and I own and operate Blythe Family Farms in the Flint Hills of Kansas. And today we are doing a virtual field trip for Certified Angus Beef here in Kansas. So I'm going to show you my farm a little bit. So first of all, I need to introduce you to my partner. This is Rue the cow dog, and Rue is very important on the ranch. She does not herd cows. She doesn't do really a whole lot, but hangs out with me. So she's sitting on the four-wheeler. I want to tell you right now that farms and ranches across America are really very different. So I'm going to show you a little bit about what we do on our cattle ranch and how we ranch. So first of all, you'll find that some of us call it a ranch and some of us call it a farm. Here in Kansas, it's a cattle ranch. But we do also do a little farming. So we do have some crops that we do and that kind of thing. But the most important thing here in Kansas is cows and grass. And I'm really excited to tell you a little bit about the grass and the cattle that we raise out here. So to start out with, I want to just show you a little bit more baby calves. So we have got about 300 baby calves will be born this spring. Calving season in Kansas is spring or fall. So some people calve both in the spring and the fall if they have different cow herds. But a cow takes 9 months for gestation, and so they are able to calve once a year. And so we have chosen to calve in the spring. And so all of these baby calves are about anywhere from a few hours old to a month old. We've been calving for just about a month so far. We raise registered Angus, and they are bred to a registered Angus bull. Anyway, so these are beef cows. The other kind of cows are dairy cows. And dairy cows are for milk. Dairy cows and beef cows look a lot different. Dairy cows are thinner. They're more angular. You see their bones, and they're bred to be that way. But these are beef cows. So our goal is to raise muscular calves that will grow and be able to make lots of certified Angus beef, high quality beef for you guys. Every single cow will raise a calf. So we hope to have 300 cows and calves this year. Anyway, there's different things being done every single day on the ranch. Right now, in this season, during calving season, we are concentrating on feeding cows. Because as you can see, our grass is dry. It's dead. So frankly, when the grass is dry, there's not a lot of nutrition in the grass. And so our goal is to be able to give our cows good nutrition. So we actually have to bring food out to them. So in the summer, we spend a lot of time cutting grass when it's at its most nutritious level. So we're making hay. That's hay. Dry grass is hay. And we bring it out here in the winter then to feed them. So a big part of our day is just making sure that the cows get fed. The other thing that we're doing every day is we're taking care of the baby calves. So for the most part, they are fine by themselves. We really don't have to do much for them, but every once in a while we do. They might get sick. We may have to take care of that. They may need some help calving. But the other thing that we try to do is put an ear tag in their ear and be able to identify who they are so we can connect them to their mama. So we can keep records and make sure that everything that we know about that calf, it has an ear tag in its ear. So every calf has its own number, its own information on it, and we're able to make sure that we have that. In Kansas, there are many different areas in Kansas. We live in what's called the Flint Hills of Kansas. And Kansas, Flint Hills are really special. The grass here in the Flint Hills of Kansas is the same grass that was here when the buffalo roamed in Kansas. I love to imagine myself being one of the pioneers coming on a covered wagon across the prairies of Kansas and deciding to settle and live here. The only reason why this grass is still here is because of cows, because of farmers and ranchers. This grass is native grass. We don't plant it. We don't have to do anything except keep the trees and shrubs from growing up into this grass. So one of the ways that we do that, you can't really just come out here all the time with a chainsaw or with a whole bunch of chemical. The best way to do that is to set a fire on purpose when there's no cattle in it. Obviously, we have a special way that we do it, and we're very careful, but it burns off all this old dead grass, and it also kills the trees and the shrubs and the different things that we do not want in the grass. There will be millions of acres of this native prairie, this tall grass native prairie, will be burning this spring. So the grass used to catch on fire naturally. That's actually where we learned it from, right? So the grass would catch on fire based on a lightning storm, or even the Indians realized that if they were able to set a fire, then it would bring the buffalo to the fresh green grass. A cow has 4 stomachs. And the reason that cows are so cool is that they eat this grass. I can't eat it. It makes me sick if I try to eat grass, right? I can't handle that. But the cows can eat grass, and their stomach, their biggest stomach, is called a rumen. And it is actually what makes their belly so big. You see some of these cows and their bellies are so big. Well, they are used to eating grass, and then it goes into their rumen where it's broken down. So they actually have bacteria in their gut, and it's special to break down grass, the cellulose in grass. And so that makes a cow really, really cool, because she can eat grass that we cannot eat, and she makes beef that we love. We absolutely need that beef. So in order to be able to have this area called the Flint Hills, to have this grassland, we need cows, and we need cattle ranchers, and we need the people who take care of this land. And it's people like me, many generations ago, that make sure that we still have this grass.